Sarah Holmes of Holmes Business Law PC. Today we are talking about commercial leases. One question we get from clients all the time is what is the difference between a triple net lease, often expressed NNN, versus a gross lease? Well, triple net lease typically means that whatever you're seeing as the base rent will not actually be the amount of rent that you pay per month. How is that? Well, because that's just, as it sounds, the base rent. Certain things are added back into it on a monthly basis. Those are the triple nets. So the triple nets typically make up expenses for the landlord, which are the property taxes, the landlord's insurance that covers the building, not your insurance. You're gonna have to get your own insurance. The landlord's insurance, and typically common area maintenance, or that could be called CAM. But the landlord's cost of maintaining that is typically billed back to you in the form of these triple nets. Often the landlord should know what the amounts of those will be billed to you every month, but you could be unpleasantly surprised to know that that could be a good deal of money depending on where your property is, how much space it is, how much money it costs to maintain it. So what initially might look like you're paying $1,000 in rent, by the time you add the triple nets in, your actual rent that you pay every month could be closer to like $1,600, $1,700, $1,800, sometimes more. And that does not include your utilities. Usually the utilities are even separate and apart from that and would be paid by the commercial tenant directly to the utility companies. Often water is an exception to that. Typically the landlord will keep the water in their name and just bill you monthly. But again, that's a separate charge and is not part of the triple nets either. So you gotta be really careful when dealing with a triple net lease to actually figure out what you would be paying in rent every month, because it's gonna be a very different figure than the base rent that they're showing you. Now, a gross rent is different. A gross lease would be those things are included in the base rent, not utilities, that's usually separate still, but those triple net things that I described, like the property taxes, the landlord's insurance, and the maintenance, are built into that number every month. So if you see that your rent's $1,000 a month, it probably means that you will actually pay $1,000 a month in rent. Just double check into the utilities. Some buildings, like particularly office type spaces, they may have some of those baked in for you. If you're going into a retail, restaurant, anything like that, typically not. Typically those things would be separate, and you would have to arrange for utilities on your own. So of course, if you need help with a commercial lease or negotiating one, feel free to reach out to our office. Our number is 215-482-0285. Thanks.